I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 591. Questioner: how does the name help realization? Maharshi: the original name is always going on spontaneously without any effort on the part of the individual. That name is Aham, I. But when it becomes manifest, it manifests as Ahamkara, the ego. The oral repetition of nama leads one to mental repetition, which finally resolves itself into the eternal vibration. Questioner: but these are all mental or physical. Maharshi: the mind or the mouth cannot act without the self. Tukaram, the great Maharashtra saint, used to remain in samadhi in the day and sing and dance at night with large crowds of people. He always used to utter the name of Sri Rama. Once he was answering calls of nature and also saying Ram, Ram. An Orthodox priest was shocked at the unholy mention of the sacred name and so reprimanded him and ordered him to be silent when he answered calls of nature. Tukaram said, "All right," and remained mute. But at once there arose the name of Rama from every pore of Tukaram, and the priest was horrified by the din. He then prayed to Tukaram, "Restrictions are only for the common people, and not for saints like you." The questioner asks how the repetition of a sacred name aims in realization. Sri Ramana Maharshi explains that the original unchanging name is always present as Aham, or I. This I is the fundamental vibration of existence, emanating spontaneously without effort. However, when this pure I is identified with the body and mind, it becomes ahamkara, or the ego. The practice of repeating a name, whether aloud or mentally, leads the mind back to its source. Eventually, this repetition dissolves into the eternal vibration of the self, realizing its ever-present nature. The questioner expresses concerns that such practices seem rooted in mental or physical effort. The Maharshi clarifies that even the mind and body function only because of the self. The underlying truth is that all actions and thoughts are powered by the self, even if this is not consciously recognized. By engaging in the repetition of a holy name, the practitioner aligns their attention with the deeper truth that sustains all activity. Ramana then shares a story of Tukaram, a saint from Maharashtra, to illustrate how the sacred name becomes inseparable from the self in realized beings. Tukaram would enter samadhi, a state of deep absorption in the self, during the day, and sing and dance joyfully at night, continuously chanting the name of Sri Rama. On one occasion, while attending to bodily needs, Tukaram was still chanting Ram, Ram. A priest, bound by rigid notions of propriety, scolded him for using the sacred name in what he considered an unclean context. Tukaram complied and stopped chanting, but immediately the name of Rama began resonating from every pore of his body. The priest, overwhelmed by this display of divine energy, realized that the sacred name transcends worldly restrictions and begged for forgiveness. This story illustrates the transformative power of the sacred name when practiced with sincerity. For the realized being, repetition of the name ceases to be a mere mental or physical act. It becomes a spontaneous expression of the self, vibrating in unity with existence. Ramana Maharshi's teaching emphasizes that the ultimate purpose of such practices is to transcend the ego and rest in the awareness of the self, which is always present and beyond limitations of mind and body. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 verses on reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment